Hi everyone, in this video we will tell you about 3 transfers that exceeded our expectations. Let's go. Number 3, Radamel Falcao. Falcao made his debut in professional Colombian football at the age of 13, setting a record. Soon he was taken in his youth team Argentine River Plate. But from the early years of football, Falcao was suffering from injuries. Porto in 2009 bought a 20-year-old striker with average goal statistics and already with a medical history, so $5 million was a compromise price. If he doesn't play, it won't be a big waste, but he just immediately started destroying. In his first season in Portugal, he scored 25 goals. In the Champions League, he scored in his debut game by heel, and then made a great performance in the second most valuable European Cup, 17 goals in 14 meetings. The next year, Falcao, again the top scorer of the Europa League, his price tag grows many times. Atletico will pay for him $40 million, which will be the most expensive purchase in the history of mattress makers. Colombian for many years will turn into one of the top strikers in the world. And in the case of Porto, it has become clear that the acquisition of Falcao on the ratio of price to quality and the rapidity of the effect is one of the best transfers, not only in the history of Portuguese football, but in the entire Europe. Second position for the transfer of Andrew Robertson to Liverpool. Now the Scotsman is an absolute top, but when they bought him as a 20-year-old in 2017, it is unlikely that Klopp was confident that this player would cover the position on the left side of the defence for years to come. Andrew started his career at Celtic, but at the age of 15, the coaching staff no longer needed him due to his height. Then he spent a season with Queen's Park before moving to Dundee United, where he was awarded the Best Young Footballer of the Year in Scotland. In the summer of 2014, he was signed by Hull City for £3 million. For a few seasons in England, his team went to the Championship twice. He was not satisfied with it and wanted to change the team. Together with his teammate Harry Maguire, he could move to Everton, but the negotiations were not successful as Everton didn't want to spend £20 million on them. There were no more offers, and in 2017, Liverpool took Robertson as a replacement player for only £9 million. And for him, it is fortunate that the main left-back at that time, Alberto Moreno, gets injured. And while the Spaniard was injured, Andrew managed to show himself well, and Klopp liked his aggressive but at the same time smart game. Since then, he earned himself a place in the starting 11. In the next 2 seasons, he made more than 10 assists in each. Number 1, Robert Lewandowski's transfer to Borussia, the amount of which did not even reach £5 million. He was not a dominant striker in the Polish Championship. He made his debut in the 4th local division and then won the top scorer race in the 3rd league with 15 goals. Lewandowski then moved to the 2nd division where he scored 21 goals. At the top level of Polish football, he scored 18 goals in 28 matches. In the summer of 2010, Blackburn and Genoa were interested in the Pole, and based on his statistics, it seemed like he could establish himself in such teams. However, it was not a certainty. In Dortmund, where 22-year-old Lewandowski eventually ended up, Lucas Barrios was already playing, who became the 3rd top scorer in the Bundesliga that season and had no doubts about his place in the centre of attack. Initially, Lewandowski came on as a substitute for 15-20 minutes, but then, as it usually happens, an injury to the main player gave the newcomer a chance. The Pole played 90 minutes, scored, and the team won. From that moment on, Klopp began to rate Barrios and Lewandowski as equal competitors. In the 2nd championship season of Klopp's Borussia, Robert's contribution was crucial. He scored 22 goals, none of which were from penalties. The following year, Lewandowski scored 10 goals in the Champions League games, including a poker in the home semi-final against Madrid. If they had managed to beat Bayern in the final, it would have been a mega title named after Robert Lewandowski, and such a powerful tool Borussia bought for only $4,750. Here our video comes to an end. Write in the comments what you disagree with and what other transfers were very successful for the teams.